He actually interviewed the people from the police who investigated him. And in this article, they say that the things that he did to interfere with the investigation included having people contact these people who were contacting him, trying to convince them not to speak, giving small gifts to their children. These major interference with the investigation, which if they wanted to actually stop, they didn't have to keep him under arrest. They simply could have made a restraining order and said, you are not allowed to contact any of these people. That would have solved the problem perfectly well. But of course, they wanted to keep him in jail because that was all part of breaking him down, in my opinion. Another reason they said is that afterwards, after they actually finished the investigation and charged him after 3 weeks, they kept him in for another 3 months, another 2 months, 2.25 months, by saying, well, we should keep him to the end. The Praklitud got involved, the Praklitud, which I also am very disappointed with and very, very suspicious of. The Praklitud, the state prosecutor's office, they, in the Haifa district, they said, well, we don't want him to get involved, we don't want him to interfere with the judicial process now. So now he has to stay in jail, so he can't interfere with the judicial process, because we saw how much he interfered with the investigation process, and now we're afraid he's going to interfere with the judicial process. And these are not good reasons to keep people in jail, in my opinion, and in most functional democracies. As I said, if there's any actual concerns about these things, they simply put restraining orders on him. They don't have to keep him behind bars. Now, part of the accusations against Mayor Keshet is that they say that he exploited his position of authority as mayor in order to take advantage of these women. And I would like to challenge that. I think that that's a very shaky accusation. I will grant that in certain circumstances that this argument could be more convincing. For example, one of the main reasons that the religious community are reluctant to send our daughters to the army is because in an army framework, a young woman could be under the direct command of a male officer. And in that framework, so there could be exploitation, and there were instances like that. If you know a few Israelis, I'm sure you've heard stories of things that have gone on, unfortunately, over the years in the army, when you had this unhealthy situation. And therefore, we say, well, national service, and even national service, national